Hi, this is Brad's Trains, and in this video I will be reviewing and running the MTH railking SD70M-2 Norfolk Southern double stack freight set. This set comes with a MTH railking Imperial line SD70M-2 in the Norfolk Southern paint scheme, and 3 Norfolk Southern semi-scale railking double stack cars. First I'll review the engine. The front of the engine is pretty good detailed. You have a 2 cab interior figures inside. You have a chain right here, a movable chain. There's a coupler cut bar right here. I have on right now a separately applied snowplow that comes with. This engine number is 2694. I believe all of them say that, or that cab number. You have a small painting right here that says SD70M-2 right there. The trucks are finely detailed. It's all molded in detail, but it looks really nice. One thing to note on these trucks is this inner wheel, these two axles on either truck, they do not have flanges on them so that it can negotiate 031 curves. If they did have flanges on them, they would look more realistic, but they wouldn't be able to negotiate 031 curves. You have a sunblock right here on the SD70M-2. This engine does have 2 ditch lights in the front. You have a separately applied handrails here. It does have sand caps, but they do not open. On the front you have a headlight. You also have lighted number boards, and on the rear you also have a headlight. Moving up here, you have a see-through screen vent right here. It's see-through. It's plastic though. You have a metal handrails on this engine. The paint is very well done, and there are a lot of little placards that you take a magnifying glass in order to read, and it looks really nice. There is a smoke unit right here, and it did come with a small bottle of proto smoke fluid, diesel scented smoke fluid. Moving back here, you have a separately applied metal horn right here. The radiator actually pops off, and there are no fans inside the radiator. It's just molded in detail, but it looks really nice when it's on. You have a control bar. You have volume and smoke control, and then your recharging jack or your Proto Sound 2 jack, so that you can hook it up to your Proto Sound 2 system and change the system's sound set. Right here you have a flywheel equipped motor, and one of 2 on the engine. There are 2 flywheel equipped motors on the engine, so you have a lot of pulling power with this engine. You have 8-wheel drive on it, and you also have 4 traction tires on it. It's a very good engine for pulling. Moving a little bit further back, you have the coupler cut bar right here. There is no snowplow on the back, but you can put a snowplow on the back. There are the screw holes for it. There's another chain right here. There's another see-through vent right here. This is the dynamic brake vent. Again, it's not metal, but this is just a railking engine. The trucks on this engine are all die-cast metal, the truck sides and the gearbox. The fuel tank on the engine is also die-cast metal, and the frame is also die-cast metal. The pilots are die-cast metal as well, and the safety tread on top of it is not metal, but that's okay because the frame under it is metal. On the other side of the engine, there are some slight differences. Instead of this raised ledge right here, there is just a lowered edge, and on the fuel tank there are 2 air reservoirs there. Okay, so it's a very nice engine. I recommend it if you can find it alone or with the set. I actually recommend it with the set. So here are the double stack cars that come with it. Comes with 3 of them. These are nice cars. They have die-cast metal trucks with 3 springs in them, 3 springs each, and they're better springs than the springs on Lionel sets, mostly because there's 3 of them, and on Lionel freight cars that come in their starter sets there are only 2 springs. They have plastic brake wheels here. They also have these semi-trailer hookups right here, because these double stack cars are designed to hold both the trailer that goes on a 18-wheeler or a 10-wheeler or a double stacks like here. The double stacks are finely detailed. They're not metal, they're ABS plastic, as well as the body of this. So this is a fairly light car. These are removable. You can remove them. These doors do not open in the back. I wish they would open, but it's still a pretty good car. You have operating couplers here. They're not like your Lionel couplers where you push down on the tab. The tabs are actually hidden, and you just slide them forward in order to open them. And these couplers are pretty good. These are die-cast metal couplers, and they work well. All the cars are the same except this end one, and the only difference on the end one is it has a flashing end of train device. And the truck on it has a coupler, but the coupler will not open. Okay, so that about wraps it up for this review. I'll run it now.
Everything check out? Brake test is complete and the tanks are topped off. We're good to go. How did she run? She ran great. Check the compressor, will you? Compressor checked out A-OK. Make sure the stand bins are topped off. Alright, I'll check that out. Stand bins are topped off.
This engine does feature Proto Sound 2 and Proto Freight announcements. It has a Proto speed control, so you get great low speed operation as it's doing right now. This is only about 3 or 4 scale miles per hour. The set comes with a small remote control. It's not the full DCS system. You have a direction change, a Proto Freight announcements button, which I will do in a moment, shutdown, startup, sequence, sound. This is what I pushed for the crew talk. A bell, horn. You can control the couplers. It has 2 Proto couplers. You can control your volume from the remote, and you can control the speed with this. Okay, so I'll turn up the speed a little bit now.
Clear of all tracks, drop 3 steps. You can take her head about 4 when you're ready. You might as well take those across with you and go to 12. Stick him in north end of 12. Stand by, over. Okay, come on up and go down through the 18 and you'll line the other end up. Thank you there, Doc. Have a good day. Alright, you too. Okay, come on off the south and east of the south. Let me enough room I can get 2 engines north of you so I can run them up through the short D, over. Okay. Go on south, I got 7 full south, give you enough room for you to get out of it. Alright, okay to go south, to the short deal? That is correct. That's right, Colonel. Okay. Alright, you got permission by the stop signal here, number 2 to number 1, switching to motor position.
Here's another neat feature on the engine. It has working prolo couplers, so you can drop off and pick up your load at any point on the layout. It also has a front working prolo coupler, and you can fire these at any point on your layout. So I'll pull this back here. The engine has backup lights on it to reverse it. The speed control in this engine will allow it so that you can couple onto a long freight train, maybe 40 cars long, and when you hit the train, your motors will not slow down. It will automatically apply extra power to the motors so that you can keep the train moving at the same speed. And same thing if you're going up a hill. Hills are hard to climb for engines, all engines. So if you're going up a hill, you won't slow down at all, and if you're going downhill you won't speed up at all. So that's a really good thing about the Pro speed control in this engine. In my opinion, this engine has the most advanced speed control system in the hobby of O-gauge. Okay, so here's the shutdown sequence. Okay, that wraps it up for this video. I'll see you next time.